everybody, welcome back to another Menu Monday. I did do some shopping sales again this week. I found leg quarters for 39 cents a pound, so I bought a 10-pound bag of those. So with that I made chicken and dumplings. I've got my notes here, don't mind me looking down. And I've got 3 packages left, but I do have a new recipe for some air fried thighs, so that'll be coming up in a future video. I got ribs, country style pork ribs on sale, so I have a recipe for that. The meatballs. I did some Swedish meatballs. They were on sale for $5. But you could also use, like Walmart has fresh meatballs, and there's a pound for $4, I think 23 cents, something like that, at our Walmart. So you could use those. Sitting on a very wobbly chair. So yeah, I thought I'd come to the clubhouse today. I have a beautiful view of the water. And I'll just show you around real quick. If you don't want to watch that, just skip ahead to the menu or the cooking. So without further ado, I'll show you this and then we'll get to the kitchen. For these wraps, which I've never made before, you first of all make the sauce, and while you're doing that, you're going to cook your frozen chicken nuggets. So I added all the sauce ingredients into the pot and turned it on low and just let it simmer for about 5 minutes. All these ingredients are going to be at the end of this clip and on our website, rvlifeintheusa.com, and the link to today's meals will be in the comment box below. Okay, now the chicken nuggets are cooked. I'm going to get everything put together, so we'll just take the first tray, and I think I used some on the second tray, and get them in the bowl, and then I'm going to add the sauce to it. Now you can optionally save some of the sauce to use for dipping. I did not do that, but it is in the description. So I'm getting everything in here, and I'm going to put the sauce in as much as I think it needs, but I made a second batch with what sauce you see remaining there. I'm going to just get all these nuggets coated, and now I'm going to heat up my flour tortilla and then put some cheese on there so that it can get to melting. Now we're going to put on the chicken nuggets. I used about 5 in each burrito, and then some coleslaw. Gives it a bit of crunch. These were absolutely delicious. We had 2 each, and then I made 2 for Big Daddy to take to work. And here's what they turned out like. I hope you give these a try. They were super simple and they taste delicious and very, very filling. Here are your ingredients. Alright, today I'm going to use the ribs that I got on sale. This is a slow cooker honey barbecue rib recipe. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my ribs in there after I spray the crock pot. And then we're going to mix all the ingredients. I'll have them listed at the end of the video and on the website with the directions, that link in the comment box below. Now we have everything in there. We're going to put the lid on. You can cook this 6 to 8 hours on low or high 3 to 4 hours, which was what I chose. These days I'm careful not to throw anything away that I can use. So on 2 occasions I had leftover mashed potatoes. So I put them in the freezer, and today I'm going to thaw that out and make potato cakes to go with our ribs. You first mix all the ingredients together, and you're supposed to make them into patties, but mine was a little too mushy for that, so I just used a measuring cup and then a spoon, which I put the oil on so that I could flatten them without them sticking to my spoon. I did see another recipe that used flour. I may try that one. These were really good though. I love the addition of the cheese. I'll have all the ingredients that I put in here at the end. I did separate from the ribs because there was a lot of ingredients involved here, so I'll have them separately. But do give them a try. They're really good if you have leftover mashed potatoes. So for today's dinner, we're going to do some chicken and dumplings. I saw Kathy from a YouTube channel called Follow the Moon. We saw the rig here at Hidden Cove, and I decided to check out the channel, and the first video popped up was a cooking video. How about that? Y'all know I love those. Anywho, we're going to go ahead and follow her directions, and I will put a link to her chicken and dumplings video in the comment box below. She gives all the ingredients in her comment box, so you can get it from there. This is not my recipe, this is hers, so I wasn't going to use her ingredients, etc. Now, I had cut my leg quarters up into legs and thighs, so I was using 7 of my thighs here, and I am adding now some seasoning. She used something else. I got this off Amazon. It's called garlic lovers. Filled the pot up with water and got that to boiling, and now I'm going to cut up my veg. I've got potatoes and carrots. Kathy used frozen peas and carrots. I didn't have those, so I just used the carrots I had. Now I've got the potatoes and carrots peeled. I'm going to give them a wash, and then I'm going to get them cut. see me munching away, I'm having a few bits of carrot. I had skipped lunch. That was my lunch, but I think carrots is pretty good. I thought I turned the camera on. I have this problem a lot. The chicken was pulling away from the bones. So what I did is I strained it because I didn't want any bones in my broth when I'm done. So just to make sure there weren't any, by the way, Kathy did not do that step. She said that she just pulled her chicken out before it started falling off the bones so that she didn't have any surprises. But since it's my first time, I just wanted to make sure. But like I said, no bones came through. So now I have my broth. I'm going to add the rest of the chicken broth that she said to add. So I'm going to make my own. Now I'm going to add my carrots and my potatoes and let them cook until they're done. And while that's happening, I'm going to be deboning the chicken. Now I'm adding my chicken back to the pot. I'm going to give it a stir and then check my potatoes to make sure they're done along with the carrots. They were, so the next thing I did was mix up the Bisquick and milk to make my dumplings. Here's the mix. I'm going to take the lid off. I'm going to turn down the pot to a lower temperature and get them in here. You cook them 10 minutes with the lid off, and then you put the lid on and cook them for another 10 minutes. All done now, serving up. Big Daddy and I both thoroughly enjoyed this. He even took some to work for the evening. And here's the picture of the finished bowl. Definitely give this a try. Like I said, I'll link Kathy's channel below. Today we're going to use the Instant Pot. It's been a while. I've got a super simple dinner here. We'll put in some frozen Italian meatballs. I only needed half the pack. And then we're going to add some beef broth, which I make my own. So I'm going to put this in here. Alright, so that was 2.5 cups of the beef broth. We're going to add now Worcestershire sauce, garlic, parsley, salt, and pepper. And then, last but not least, we're going to put our egg noodles on top. Okay, now we're getting our noodles in here. Now they're not going to be covered with water, and that's okay. You just push down on the noodles. I just use my measuring cup and just make sure they're nice and flat. As you can see, they're not covered. It's fine, and they'll work out just fine. We're going to set it for 3 minutes. And then this was a quick release here. And then we're going to add the half. I had half and half. You can either use half and half or heavy cream. And then you do a cornstarch slurry. So I just put some of the milk in and then use the rest of the milk to put the cornstarch in, and that thickened it up nicely. We're just going to give it a good stir. And this is your plate. I made some of the mayonnaise biscuits, and here are your ingredients. It's very good, and I hope you give this one a try. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this week's Menu Monday with those recipes that I made, and like I said, I'll have some air fried thighs coming up to use up our 39-cent leg quarters. You guys have a fantastic week. If you made it to the end of the video, leave me a boat emoji because I've seen 3 go by as I sit here. All right, guys, I'll see you next Monday. Love y'all. Bye-bye.